What's up, everybody? It's your host Jaden for Illini Daily, and I'm super upset, and I bet you guys are too. But I want to hit you guys with some good news first, and then for the formula today, we're going to talk about some bad stuff that we need to get off our chest with the Wisconsin and Illini game because this is the second game in a row where we lost to a 1 point score, man. 92-90. Wisconsin beat us in a shootout, and I'm going to talk about the weaknesses that we need to fix. I'm also going to talk about how Waggler got his mojo back and how he's feeling himself, which is good because, in my opinion, he's an NBA prospect and he deserves to be. So I will be speaking on that. So first off, I want to talk about the good news. We finally hire a DC. Bobby Hawk, great hire. Former Montana head coach, very defensive-minded guy. Runs a 3-3-5 pro-style defense. Very aggressive. Switches up his formations depending on the offense, which is very similar to Brett Bielema's. He's also known for forcing a lot of turnovers, and he's always been a ranked top 10 defense every year. He's coaching a team, and he's just a really good coach, man. He's a good hire. I'm glad we went out of our way to hire somebody who has similar styles to Coach Bielema's and is a very aggressive-minded defensive coordinator. I also like the fact that he's established. He's well known for his mindset of switching up formations and showing different looks depending on the offenses, which is very good for us because we're in the Big Ten, man. We're going to be facing off a lot of top offenses and different crazy schemes where it's not going to be the same spread, pro style, multiple, and it's going to be all over the place, air raid. We're just going to be facing off multiple offenses, and it's going to be a struggle. And we need a smart defensive coordinator that goes with a smart defensive-minded head coach. With they have similar play styles. So the fact that we found one is very, very good and very exciting because now the idealism, Coach Bielema doesn't have to worry all about the defense. He doesn't. He might be giving more of the controls to Coach Hawk, and he could just be a head coach. My meaning behind that is sometimes you need the boss to be the boss and the manager to be the manager. You just need to let your roles control what needs to be done. And he's very good at coaching defensive backs. He was used to be a defensive back coach, which is really good because we just lost Coach Henry, and the fact that now we have a new defensive back uh, creator slash developer is going to be really, really good. So I'm very excited. This was a great hire, and now we don't have to stress about a DC. Now we can just fill up the other coaching jobs, and we'll be set, man. So positivity, start the video out, but I just want to get down to the nitty gritty because I'm very frustrated because this is a second loss, and I know we're better than this, and yeah, I'm just frustrated. So let's just talk about it. Wisconsin upset us in a shootout, man, 92-90, and we shot better than them percentage wise, but overall wise, they shot better than us. They just made more baskets at the end of the day. It's a frustrating fact to talk about because percentage wise, we shot better. Overall, we shot 53% and 45% for three. Normally, that's a winning formula. You want your team to shoot over 50% and over 40% in three-pointers. That's a winning formula. And it wasn't our winning formula. We lost, and which is crazy to talk about because any head coach or any sports analyst would tell you anything over 50% regular field goal wise and anything over 40% three-pointer wise, that's good shooting. That's a good day. We didn't miss that many shots, and the shots we did take weren't bad shots. There was a couple, every once in a while. Like, for example, Jake Davis at the end of the second half took a weird three-pointer that he could have gave to Waggler, and Waggler was making shots. Another shot, Mirkovic was trying to get a pass off, but he faced some weird defense, and instead of shooting it, he passed it, which caused a turnover. Rickhouse did a great job shooting. The two shots that he missed weren't bad shots. Didn't really affect the game. And, yeah, we just made a lot of stupid turnovers. They also beat us in the turnover battle. They only had 4. We had 13, and all those 13 turned into points. They were beating us in fast break percent progressions, and they just destroyed us offensively. And at the end of the day, we were the better team. We even out rebound them, and I've been saying the whole time in every video that we talk about basketball, if you out rebound the opponent, you should win. But it didn't happen. So that's another frustrating factor. And the other frustrating factor is offensive rebounds. We didn't do so hot. We only had 8. They had 14. So you always want to get offensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds helps you win games, and we didn't do that very well. Um, Another factor that also affected us a lot is we lost Stovakovic. He hurt his ankle due to the game prior in practice today. He wasn't feeling it, and that's another player hurt. And we were missing Kylan Boswell's defense, and it's a common factor that I've been noticing both games. We miss his guard presence defensively in both games. Um, it's really obvious. We have a good defensive team, top 25, but the inconsistency is starting to get exposed. You can clearly see it when it comes to teams with great guard play, and I do want to talk about that in 1 second, but it's becoming a common theme. Another problem is, even though I love that three-pointers is our mojo and we need to rely on it, we need to get easy buckets first. The first bucket that usually everybody shoots is a three-pointer. I'm not complaining about it because we've been so good at shooting threes, but we do need to get like a startup or like an easy bucket. And normally we've been taking the hardest shots. Another problem is we didn't make our free throws, man. We were only 58% to their 71, and they fouled us a lot. It was clearly that they want us to be on the line and they want us to struggle. They had 17 personal fouls to our 12. Um, Easily enough, that's another formula where you have easy shots. I'm not saying free throws are easy. Everybody knows they're high intensity shots due to the crowd. You feel the atmosphere, regardless if you're home or away. It's just easy buckets are sometimes the hardest. But only making 58% easy buckets is really, really bad. And the fact that we didn't capitalize on that is also not good. And we had 2 players who had over 15 points. Tomislav had a double-double, 19 and 11. He played really great. In the first half, he had 16 points. He was dominating. And that's what really started to us to embrace our offense. And we were looking like the old us. We were looking like a dominant offense that couldn't be stopped. Keen Waggler, second half, came out, played amazing, scored over 20 plus in the second half. He was doing his thing, and it was enjoyable to watch. I missed it, and I will be elaborating on it more later in the video. And the fact that he dropped 34 points and had 7 assists that really showed out for our team was it was a great thing to watch. But I do want to talk about our biggest weakness right now, and it's starting to become pretty much consistent habit and problem. We need to work on our guard play defense, and that's due to the fact of every opponent we face against, if they have great guard play, we don't stop them. They usually destroy us. A great example was today. Nick Boyd and I believe it's John Blackwell. Dude, they killed us this game. They were making every shot. They took all the advantages they needed to. We were the taller, better team, but their quickness through their guard play was destroying us. Nick Boyd, 25 points, 10 for 19, 3 for 5 from 3, 2 for 3 from free throws. He had 5 assists. He had 0 turnovers. 0 turnovers. For a point guard, that's amazing. If you don't have any turnovers, that's giving you more fire in your belly and making you feel like you can do whatever you want in a game, which is bad for us. And this is becoming a consistent habit. Jeremy Fears, sorry, I said his brother. Jeremy Fears, a great guard, went off against us. Scored 20 plus. John Blackwell, pretty consistent. He's pretty good. He's their second leading scorer. He has 18.5 in the year, but I've never seen him play that well. I know he's really good for Wisconsin. Not putting Wisconsin down. They're a good team. They have a winning record for a reason. But the fact that we lost to them is not okay in my book. We should have got this. Should have been our pick-me-up win. I'm not saying it was going to be an easy win because they're obviously a winning program just like us. But it should have picked us up so we can move along, so we can get ready for this Big Ten tournament because we're going to be facing these guys again. So that's not okay because now we're moving in the slots. Purdue won, and it's starting to be obvious that people are starting to notice our weakness. It's opposite guard play. We're missing our defensive guard in Boswell, and I'm saying it now, even though I don't think he's the greatest defensive guy, but he's a consistent defensive guy. It's Stavakovic. He usually guards the best point guard or shooting guard, and we really missed him tonight. That ankle injury, I hope he recovers from it fast because you can clearly see that we needed him defensively because Keaton Waggler can't guard everybody, guys. He's only one guy, and the fact that he has to guard the point guard and the shooting guard every once in a while is kind of frustrating. And we have really two good bigs in the Twins, and the fact that they couldn't block every single shot, I know that's kind of hard to do, and especially with great guard play, but it's a little frustrating. So, but it's becoming a common theme. Braden Smith, Jeremy Fears, and now Nick Boyd and John Blackwell. We're getting exposed, and we're facing against a lot of teams with really, really good guards, and it's just going to keep happening heading to March Madness. Everybody's going to have good guards. It's not going to be us taking opportunity within all the limits between teams with not very good guard play. So the fact that we're getting exposed is really, really frustrating. And our other biggest weakness is turnovers, man. That was 2 games in a row where we led the game in turnovers. We got to clean that up. So I'm very frustrated, as you can see, but it's gonna get better. So it is what it is. Hopefully we can pick it back up. We have Indiana coming up, and if we beat them, we can get our mojo back. And we have to win the next couple of games because this gauntlet is just starting. So the fact that we lost to Wisconsin to a team we were supposed to beat, it's a little frustrating, but it's part of basketball. You're going to get on streaks of win, loss, loss, win, win. Like, it's part of basketball. It's part of sports. So I know I'm being a little hard on them, and it's part of sports, but it is what it is. I'm frustrated. So, but another positive is Waggler got his mojo back, man. He played amazing. I already said his stats earlier: 34 points, 7 assists, and dude, he looks like an NBA prospect. He looks like a top 5 pick in my eyes. He's the most talented player probably in a Illini jersey. And I know that's crazy to say because we have a bunch of people in the league right now. Will Riley is starting to play good. Io DeSumo, Terrence Shannon, and many more. But I feel something talent-wise that's way different in Waggler. He just sees the court better than everybody else. He's really good at his dribble moves. He knows when to pass the ball. Even sometimes when he turns the ball over, the guy's just not ready to catch the ball because he's already 2 steps ahead of everybody else in the court. And it's frustrating. Because he's also trying to outplay these really good guards. And that's another frustrating part. So, but hopefully we pick it back up. It's another loss. We're going to learn from it. We just need to pick it up and just be better. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Illini, hope you watch this. Pick it up, guys. You guys got the next game. You guys are doing great. You guys are still, in my opinion, one of the most talented Illini teams ever. So, let's go. Okay? We got this. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave comments on your guys' thoughts. And have a good day.